heading out to Tallinn, Estonia, and look at the futuristic trams they have here in Riga. It's amazing. So basically, it should not take longer than 3 hours, and I'm hoping the car will pick me up. Renat has been amazing. He introduced me to so many of his friends. Agnes, Diana, who else? Like there were so many. Like the girl who introduced me to Renat, Alice. You know, we met again at a party at Cabo. And what else? So it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm heading out. As you can see, I made the Tallinn sign. All my stuff with me. Alright guys, it's just a little bit over 10:30. It seems like at 10:30 is a good time that I get picked up. The same way I got picked up in when I was in Vilnius. And believe it or not, look at this truck. It's a huge truck, and this kind man is Edward. He's from Estonia, from Tallinn, and he just picked me up. It's amazing. I got some batteries for my cameras, and I'm looking forward. Today is much colder. It's about 58 degrees Fahrenheit apparently, and it's like July 1st, but 58 degrees, pretty cold. So I had to wear this jacket, and my Strida, the bike, is in the trunk, if you know, in the compartment where all the stuff, the trailer is. So here we are, and you know, this is the guy who picked me up. Awesome. And there's like a little gorilla on the front, and my backpack, and the sign for Tallinn. I literally stayed there for like, you know, I found a good spot, and I stayed there for like 2 minutes, and boom, I got picked up. Beautiful. Вау, на газе.
Не видел такого еще?
Ну как бы это чисто в этот, да, как бы для. Guys, take a look.
Будешь кофе?
This is proper.
Ja mis see 15 alust rohkuga panna on seal? Nii et sina täna, võib-olla ma jään ka siis Tallinnasse. Arvatavasti, et ta ütles, tal on teisi. Теперь стоят вдвоем стоят.
Да.
Двое-трое не могу брать, одну только.
Да. Guys, did you know that back before 2007-2008, before the crisis, the financial crisis, there were lots of people hitchhiking along the road, but nowadays it's kind of a dying art. Not too many people. So according to Edward, there were a lot of people. He can actually choose who to take on the side of the road. And also I wanted to mention to you that you see this little thing over there? That's the computer that basically keeps track of how many hours the driver has been driving. So apparently by law you can only drive for 9 hours, and you have to have 45 minutes breaks, and if you get caught you get like a really big fine, and the driver has to pay for it. В течение вот этих 9 часов 45 минут всего лишь 45 минут отдых или...
Нет, вот я 4,5 часа проеду,
Да.
И должен 45 обязательно сделать.
Ага. So it's 4.5 hours, and every 4.5 hours of driving he has to take a break for 45 minutes. And apparently it's 9 hours per day of driving that's allowed, and twice a week you can drive for 10 hours. And that's basically it. That's the limitation. Apparently, you know, there's a health problem if the driver goes beyond those hours. So that's what I'm learning. And right now we are driving through Pärnu. Pärnu is an area in the beginning of Estonia, and looks like it's raining here. So yeah, Edward just told me that in case if you get caught, so if the police catches you, doing over, or the computer doesn't show that you had a break within 45 minutes, within 4.5 hours of driving, then you get a $260 fine, which is pretty hefty if you ask me. So apparently this computer has a like a credit card like card that the police would just take that card out and go into his vehicle, put it into his computer, and he can see all the statistics as far as how many hours he's been driving, how many hours he's been, or how many minutes he's been having rests and whatnot. So this is pretty interesting approach. I think in America they have something similar, but I'm not sure, because I know in Europe it's very strict about these things. And I heard in America a lot of drivers that drive trucks like, huge trucks like this, they have a lot of heart attacks, and a lot of drivers die because of the fact that they don't keep the 9-hour limit. They basically overdo. They drive like, I don't know, 20 hours or something like that continuously, because they could just go to like Las Vegas or something like that and then spend some money and then they have to drive to fulfill the plan and time. And this gorilla has been sitting here for the past 15 years. Can you imagine? This is the co-pilot of Edward. Completely silent, just overlooking the road. Sometimes Edward talks to it, but he doesn't talk back. And Edward can, talk back to him, but he's a silent co-pilot, as you could see. So this is the truck from outside. This is how long the truck is.
GPS signal lost.
As you can see, it's pretty big, and we're gonna take another 25 minutes, and then we'll head out to Tallinn. I already called Holger. Holger is the guy, the couchsurfing host, who's going to be hosting, who's been kind enough to accept my couchsurfing request. And basically, we're somewhere about 20 kilometers away. All right, so here I am. Edward dropped me off about, I don't know, I'm thinking it's about 10 kilometers away from where Holger lives. So I have to be heading out along the seashore, the Baltic Sea, and I have to find a mermaid. So I'm going towards the mermaid. Alright guys, so here I am at Holger's place. Hello Holger.
Hello Renat.
How are you?
I'm good.
Alright, he's a young fella who is studying, and he's also going to the military, and he told me that he was studying psychology, philosophy of all things. And this is Tallinn. I'm in Tallinn, and it's about 15 minutes from the old town, right? Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, and yeah, he's only, how old are you? Like
23, getting 23 on Friday.
23, wow, okay. And yeah, the place is amazing. It's like so big. Like, here's my Strider bike and everything. And he's currently having another couch surfer who's living. Where is he from?
In Canada.
He's from Canada. I see. Yeah. So what can you tell about Tallinn? Like briefly. Couple of things.
It has a nice history, big old town, a lot of cultural places, music venues, and
people speak English?
Yeah, everybody in Estonia, like who is under 40 speaks English.
Under 40, everyone speaks English.
Yeah.
I see.
The older
All
one will
right.
speak more Russian. Than
Right. Yeah, because
because
Soviet,
of that,
Soviet times and everything. And the currency is euro here.
Euro,
Right.
Mhm.
Compared to Latvia and Litva, there's euro here, and basically, and also you can also take a ferry
To Finland, yeah.
to Finland
Or to
Helsinki.
Sweden.
Yeah. Is it expensive to go there? I mean,
Not that expensive.
Have you
no.
taken? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. you-
I've been there,
Yeah.
a couple of times.
So here, what time is it now? Do you think?
It's
Four-
getting 5 soon.
So it's
5.
20 to 5 o'clock,
Mhm.
and yeah, I cycled about 10 kilometers. There was rain and everything. I didn't get lucky with the rain situation, but basically, got here and